Good evening, tosspots and twats, and welcome to yet another one of my glorious Minecraft videos. You've seen my new aquarium build, and now it's time I give proper tribute to my original large-scale build, Project 1942. Even though I was busy with my aquarium and my other Ice World build, I nevertheless did some work on this one on the sides, and there's a lot of shit that I haven't shown in my Zarek's various Minecraft builds thread. So now that I can narrate, I decided why not, let's give this one its proper video tribute. This is not the original spawn point. I honestly can't be asked to remember where the spawn point is, and I don't care. This is redstone lamps. My original goal was to do a lighting system which covered the entirety of the town and interconnect it so it can be shut down and the entire city would black out. But as the city grew bigger, this became more and more of a complex problem, so I said fuck it, and some part of the town is just lighted with some good old lampposts, and there's nothing wrong with that. As you can see, the groundwork for some future houses. I'll probably split these in two and build two houses in there. Something like this. Maybe for some long houses or something, I haven't decided yet. And there are some of my very first houses. They fucking suck, so I'm not gonna waste too much time on them. It's gonna be a pretty big residential quarter, obviously. And this part triggers my OCD disorder. This house doesn't match, it's lower than the others, but I did not have enough space to make it equal. I'm gonna go away and not think about it. There's some of my initial houses. Notice a different styling, and that's because these houses were built with stairs. Yeah. Here are some more of my early houses. Now, I'm not gonna show every one of these houses and the insides and everything because I have a shitload of ground to cover with this video and I don't want it going into the hour mark or something, so I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. There's a fugly house, lapis lazuli and stone fuck the world. And here's a strange nether brick houses which, well, fits in very well with the decor, I guess. There's sandstone house. There are some more of my early houses. And here are some more of them. These are easily my favorite designs of houses, and actually I had to do a lot of these. And the town would keep going this way, but we're gonna get back to that later. Gonna hit the accelerate button to go faster. This right here is a water collecting thingamabob, I guess. Rain falls down in there and it's a massive reservoir of water which can then be treated and filtered and so on. Yeah, don't ask. And here's a park. There's a fountain with some fire, because why the fuck not? There are a couple of trees. And here's one example of my lamppost, even though I usually use redstone blocks and redstone lamps. There are some big fucking mushrooms, because why the hell not? And there's something missing in there, which I'm gonna add right now. Mushroom cows. There you go. Here are some one of my very first apartment buildings, I guess. They're made out of bricks, which look pretty amazing with this texture pack. I'm gonna show only the first floor, since the rest looks pretty much similar. English language fail, I can't speak properly. I blame that on the fact that I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. Here's another one. And here are some more unfinished ones. They're made of stone. There's some more unfinished ones here. It's going to be a pretty small one. This is actually going to be pretty much 5 or 6 stories, I think. And one apartment will be a long house of some sorts. And here is an entrance to, I believe, the end or the nether. Yeah, it's the nether, but I'm not going to go there. We don't care. Here's one of the apartment buildings that I've actually completed that I actually quite like. There's the first place. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? I'm just going to show the first 2 stories and then we're going to move on. It's not completely finished. The floors are supposed to be birchwood, but my original design was stone floors, and yeah, whatever. There's another one which is almost done. Here are some parkings for these apartment buildings, because for space reasons I can't quite build parking lots in there now, can I? Shall we go to industrial quarters or residential number 2, or this is so big I have to kind of plan ahead what I want to show. Fuck it, we're gonna go in the industrial quarters and take a little shortcut. And there we are. Oops, looks like lightning struck in there and burned some of my wood. Oh, fuck it, I'll fix that later. Here are my timber industries, which, if you obviously haven't guessed, is basically, well, wood cutting and wood processing. What is that? To be honest, looking at this build is kind of a trip down memory lane, because there's some shit I can't be asked to remember what it is. Oh yes, of course, this is my glass factory. Yeah, a shitload of ovens and the sand. Yeah, of course. And there's my shock blast and DOD. I'm gonna break secret and show you. There's a little fountain because I like fountain, especially woman fountains. And there is the place where shock blast and DOD would be crafted, with a tank of fresh water, which is not connected to my chemical plant, obviously. Some more. That's for... oh shit, there's no lever. Well, I'm gonna have to bash through. And here is the chemical plant. It is named after the company my grandfather worked for many years. So I thought I'd give that a proper tribute. There's not much to see on the inside. This isn't really completed. And here's a big water tank, which I'm in the process of improving. It's made of bedrock because in the best of worlds, you want something that's gonna hold your dirty water and not having spread around. I try to maintain a semi-realistic type of builds with this and not try to do nonsensical things. This will be my hydroponics company. It's gonna be some big ass greenhouses, and they're already shitting there. There's some melons. Yeah, that's supposed to be a melon, wouldn't you have guessed? Actually, no, these are pumpkins. These are melons. Yeah, whatever. At any rate, this is a multi-story greenhouse, so nothing really interesting to show as it's not done. There's a meat pie king. which was one of the nicknames I was given, because when comes Xmas, I would do some meat pies, and I guess people like them, so I guess I earned that nickname. Not really that I wanted it, but whatever. There's a trapdoor to evacuate air, a shitload of furnaces. This is a freezer to hold the meats. Safety nonsense. I can't believe I actually thought of that. There's some lava buckets, or I guess there would be. So really not much else to show, so I'm gonna get the fuck out. And here's the water holding tank for the chemical plant, which is currently, like I said, being redone. Just gonna be much bigger. And why the fuck not, I'm gonna show the farms too. There's a big farm with space to grow some crops. There's some sugarcane growing, some trees, and this is a mini farm, I guess, of some sort. Hope no animals break through. As you can see, there's some chickens, some cows, some pigs, some muttons. There's even some mushrooms. I don't know where they got in there, but I don't care. Oh yeah, because of the mycelium, no doubt. There are some other farms over there, but most of them are unfinished. Might be worth a quick look. And this is the jungle trees were going to be my cocoa growing farm, but I am not growing cocoa because this is not done, and it will be moronic. And this was supposed to be another part to raise animals, some stuff. Obviously not done. And that's pretty much it for this part. And now we're gonna go in turbo speed and go to the next residential quarters. Unfortunately, when I started this map, I kind of forgot to remove the 3 layers of grass and dirt from the top, which means I have to blow it up using some TNT, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But the fill command has taken care of that, but it's still a time-consuming process. There's another thick forest. And there's some lags. And welcome to my residential quarters number 2, which are the luxury, and I use that loosely, apartment buildings. This one's made of cobblestone, I believe. No, it's endstone. These pretty much are cookie cutter, but they were all built by hand, even though they look similar. I believe this is obsidian. Yes, it is. It's gold. Because why the fuck not? Iron, netherrack, emerald blocks. This one is pretty much done, and there's a pool on top of it. Why the fuck is there glass over there? I don't remember. And it doesn't matter. Away with you, glass. So there's a shitload of large apartment buildings. Some more iron, emerald. I've used pretty much every kind of material I could for this build. And these ones are actually smaller. I know, they're alright. And ho, this one I like. This I gotta show. Now this is, I guess, meant to be some sort of a luxury building of some sort. This is a parking, but I've decided to use some dead space from over there. You can see the wall right by there. It's gonna be a huge ass parking. Some trees and some of my lampposts, and I use that term loosely. There's another fountain. The some lava as well. This is a fire and water fountain, which looks pretty amazing. And there's the entrance. Look at... I gotta show how big this building is from the outside, because there's really not much else to show us. This is barely done. This is kind of my own version of a tribute to the Ultra Lux in New Vegas, in a way. And there's a huge ass swimming pool with a waterfall in the middle, because why not? And this was meant to be some sort of a greenhouse for residents who want to grow their own shit and stuff like that. And now we're gonna go to the semi-market district. Like I mentioned the redstone lamp lightings being pretty much everywhere, didn't I? Well, there's another parts of it. There's another big parking, I guess, for the district. Just not really done. And don't ask about the lava. I don't know why it's there either. There's my hotel, at least the beginning. There's the reception, there's some rooms. I forgot to change the texture of this quartz because it's ugly. Basically there's not much else to show in there because it's barely done. The outside structure took forever to make. Oh, and look at that, a nice waterfall, because I like that. This structure took ages to make because I did not know the fill command by then. And it's still far away from being done. And yeah, I mentioned I switched my roads to clay instead of wool, didn't I? Because wool catches fire during a lightning storm and some parts burn off. This is another one of them. There's Taco Hell, which pretty much sums up what I think of Taco Bell. Come on already. There's a shack, which is supposed to be my poutine parlor of some sort. It's the only kind of tribute I would give to bloody Quebec. Work, you fucking plate. It's pretty small, looks like a shack, because it is, funnily enough. Another part of the road which has completely burned off. There's a shooting range. This is hilarious. I'm gonna show it. No, the system's broken. Fuck. Anyways, you'd pull this lever and some animal would spawn and you'd get a bow and shoot them. And you'd then get some steak and grill it to eat and shit like that. But it didn't work out as I thought it would, so... you know. There's the Z-Mart, which is supposed... This is based on a chain of stores we had in Quebec in the 90s. You'd basically have a lot of catalogs in there. You'd pick your shit, fill in a little form, give it to the clerk, which would fetch your shit from the storage area, and that's pretty much it. There's a little look at the fledgling storage area. There's some offices for the clerks, and if I'm not mistaken, this is a water and Pepsi machine with nothing on it. And this, I think, this is the reception area for the shit. And if I'm not mistaken, there's the employee room over there. Yes, as I thought. Almost look as if I know what I'm doing. And we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Fuck. Ah! Never mind. Now this chain bankrupted in the late 90s because of some backorder issues. 90% of the stuff you'd want to buy was backorder, and it fucked everything up, and they died. End of story. Well, the story's more complex than that, but That pretty much sums it up well. And this building is a joke. This is my communist mod. Look at this huge ass hammer and sickle, which took me hours to build. And because I mainly had not to fuck up the design because it's very specific, but yeah, I like that. There's my triple restaurant. There's Blackpool Pizza, because why the fuck not? It's my bill, I'll do what I want. The other side, you can't see that very well because of the black glowstone, but this is supposed to be a burger joint, Mega Burger. And this is supposed to be another poutine joint, which is kind of a wordplay of a real place in Quebec. And over there is going to be a start of tree or earth trophy, I guess. Most of the structure is done, there's some filling left to do. And these are uninteresting. The building on fire represents my old workplace, and the one in iron blocks right next to it is my workplace before that shithole. And I guess it shows that I hate my second workplace because it's on fire for bloody ever. And there's another place. These houses look pretty cool with the texture pack, actually. They're made of lapis lazuli ore. And this is more of a mobile houses of some sorts, I would guess. And there's a walkway which connects part of the city. Yeah. I need some caffeine. So basically it comes out right over there, so it's a kind of a little crawl space to get to one place to the other quickly, but I don't think I'm going to pursue that design because it's a pain in the ass to build. There's some more houses. This place is probably not very interesting since this is basically longhouses galore. There's a lot of them. And these ones, no, you haven't seen yet. And we're getting close to my business district. There's a giant well of some sort. And I gave a little tribute to TMNT and did my own version of Weird Pizza. This was supposed to be an Italian pizza parlor of something, but then I thought, yeah, I'm gonna improve that a little bit. It's a pretty small joint. The goal of this place is to order pizza with weird fucking ingredients that no one else wants to do. And there's a Chinese restaurant, or in this case a Japanese. And this is a humorous jab because I fucking love Japan. There's some more long houses. There's another forest. And this is the entrance to my business district. I'm going to show the walkway, because this is the main attraction of this place. This took pretty long to build as well. There's some roads underneath, but for time reasons I'm not going to show them. I still got a shitload of shit to show, and I'm at nearly 24-minute marks. These are headquarters for the Meat Pie King. The building used to take pretty much half of this space. It would end up right about here, and I wasn't sure what to build next, so I smashed the walls down and I extended the building, which is now a super freak building. It's not done, but why not? I guess I could show the inside quickly. So this will be kind of a massive office or something. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day. Sorry, switching 9-inch nails mode for some reason. There's another office building. It used to be this tall, but I decided to improve it since I said I wanted to do some bloody skyscrapers, so that's what I'm doing. There are two more buildings which are going to be improved. Some more skyscrapers on this side. And I guess I'm going to show this right now because I still got a lot of grounds to cover. So there's some large luxury houses with part of the roof that has burned thanks to a lightning storm. These houses have a little I can't find a bloody word. There's a balcony, I guess, of some sort. Balcony story, or you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And this is gonna be the continuation of my skyscraper galore. And there's a little... Oh yes, I forgot to show this part. Yeah, on top of that, there's some stuff for the business district. There's a steakhouse close. There's a place for some coffee, because why not? And here are some more houses which are not done yet. And here's a little look at the early Pyrotropia. This will be the fire town. Duh! Here's a look at the foundations for some houses. And complete with some lava falls. It's not done yet, so I'm not gonna show it. There's nothing really else to show in there. There are some more houses, and we're getting to Hydrotropia. But before we get to Hydrotropia, I'm gonna show Skytropia because it's amazing. And here's a look at my waterfalls. Why waterfalls? Because I fucking like waterfalls. There's one on each side. Alright, and while we're at it, there's a look at the fledgling Lightropia, I guess. Again, it's not done. I've improved the railing system in there, and I'm actually going to show it. We're going to do that right about now. Just going to switch that off, and there we go. This railing took a long time to build, and I had to destroy it and rebuild it completely to improve it because the original was a piece of shit. And back then I did not add access to redstone block, which simplified my life exponentially. And there it is, Skytropia, with a huge tall ass glass dome. There was an iron golem somewhere. Whatever, it doesn't matter. This place takes the concept of a long house and multiplies it 1,000-fold. Here's a look at a couple of my houses here that have been done. There's a chicken. The fuck are you doing here, chicken? Bye-bye, chicken. Excuse the massive lags, this floor is huge. And whenever I place a block, it fucking lags, just like this. There's an example of a house. Could be good for 2 or 3 stories, maybe. There's the bloody iron golem. There's another one. And here's another set of longhouses. There's really not much else to show, so I'm gonna go down, but for time reasons, I am going to take the quick route. Come on. Come on, you... Oh, there you go. And we're gonna fall right into Hydrotropia, slowly but surely. Getting there. Alright, there... Oh, yes, there's some more houses I forgot to show. These are really small, shitty houses. This takes the principle of a long house to a ridiculous degree. And there's Hydrotropia. You've seen these houses before, and they look much better with this texture pack. There's some trees, there's some place which has, yes, right there, some giant oaks. Is it oak? No, I think it's jungle. Yes, jungle wood. Acacia wood. Spruce, giant spruce. And there's some other houses. They pretty much look the same. To show the next section. The iron bars are there to stop the vines growing. I know the vines are eventually going to spread onto the walls, and this is a way to keep them in check. And here are some more of my water houses, which look pretty good. And here are some more long houses. And this part is not done yet, not by a long shot. I've laid the mossy cobblestone groundworks, and there'll be some more other houses and shit like that eventually when I decide what I want to do with that. And you can see the vines starting to spread like I thought. And there's the entrance to the water town, which connects to the business district. And now that this is done, there's another entrance. Some more groundwork. Wall is not done, obviously. And we're gonna show Rocktropia. This is a new district I've built out of the new kind of stones that were added in one of the updates. These textures have been customized by one of my friends because I'm using his texture pack, which is partly mine and partly his work. And there's some houses, and some houses. It's not really done yet, but the feel of this is going to be an underground city of some sorts. And there's a look at my Icetropia. Solid ice roof and snow. It's not really much interesting. I'm trying to think if anything I might have forgotten, but I think this pretty much wraps up the tour of the entire town. And I went over the 30-minute mark. I usually don't do videos this long. And my commentary is probably boring by now, but whatever. Oh yeah, some houses in Lytropia. I totally forgot about that. Mini towers of some sort. I'm gonna do one last run, but I think this should pretty much wrap it up. There's Pyrotropia, which you've seen. Some obsidian patch while I was working with water. I believe I had built something over there. Yes, I did. What is that? I can't remember. Well, there's a building. I can't be asked to remember what it was, but there you go, that's a building. Yeah, that pretty much wraps everything up. If you're still watching this, well, I fucking commend you for your endurance, because honestly, my commentary on that was not the greatest. But nevertheless, this is a complete look at Project 1942. I might continue this one and split my time between Hydrotropia and this one. I haven't forgotten my Ice World build, but why start over when I already have a 3+ year foundation? Well, that's pretty much it. I should get this video edited and rolling, so thanks for watching, and hopefully you've somehow enjoyed this 35-minute marathon of blah blah and buildings.